Hello, my name is Andrew Butts, and I am the founder of the Green Neighbor Challenge. I'd love to take a few minutes to tell you what we're all about. So first up, our vision. We believe in a world where our energy economy improves public health, accelerates ecological restoration, and strengthens community. We're guided by two values: creating hope through collective action and building community capacities for self-determination. And so what is the Green Neighbor Challenge? Well, we're kind of three things. So we're building a national database and web tool to help people find and sign up for green energy programs, also known as green pricing programs. Second, we're building a social media campaign which will be powered by a coalition of a bunch of different organizations, because we're trying to network individual actions of signing up for green energy into a collective energy demonstration. And then third, over the long term, we want to become a resource and recruitment hub to the environmental movement and connect people to groups, tools, and other campaign building resources. And the reason we're focused on green pricing is that they're pretty easy to use. They allow utility customers to pay a slightly higher rate for energy in exchange for renewable sources of energy. And about 70% of homes have access to these programs. The average home would spend $10 a month or less to go green, and signing up can take 5 minutes or less because it's typically completed online. And so this is really where we come in, is green pricing programs are often required to be offered by utilities, as well as being revenue neutral by law. Not in all cases, but in most cases. And so this is why utilities haven't gone out of their way to increase awareness. And what we found is nationally, only 14% of people are aware that these programs exist. And because of that, only 2% of people have signed up. And so we're aiming to double enrollment from 2% to 4% nationally, which could generate $953 million each year in public health savings from reduced emissions. It would enable the construction of nearly 2,500 turbines, wind turbines, or 15,000 football fields worth of solar, which would stimulate the economy, create new green jobs, as well as prevent as much carbon from being released as a forest the size of Maine would sequester. And so we operate from a theory of change where we first want to meet people where they're at and then move them along a continuum of change. We know this is the first time a lot of people have been interacting with their energy system. And so the first step is really harm reduction. That's where green pricing comes in, is it's changing, it's reducing your emissions by greening your energy. Second, we want to connect people to distributed energy resources, whether that's community solar, getting solar on your rooftop, or even kind of community-owned resources. And then lastly, we want to move to this idea of energy democracy, which is really having energy systems that respond to the local needs and desires of the community, and that people feel like they have an input on how their energy system works. And so how does the Green Neighbor Challenge work? Well, we're building this pretty awesome website. On the first page, it asks you, what's your zip code? So once you type that in, it then presents you with the utilities that operate in your area. And so you can look at utilities and compare the programs that those utilities offer. You can look at different details about the composition, the price, are there any contractual limitations, et cetera. And once you've made a decision, clicking on the next page will take you to a button which will allow you to get to the enrollment page on your utilities website. So you can go through that, fill out your utilities enrollment form, and as soon as you're done filling it out, we then take you to a page to allow you to share what we're doing on social media, challenge your friends and family to do the same, as well as we hope to kind of populate this page with a variety of other tools, resources, and actions that you can take. And so we've been thinking about, as we've engaged with lots of different people in our coalition, ideas of how do we extend different energy actions. And so that includes like energy efficiency rebates, community solar, rooftop solar. We've been thinking about advocacy a lot, of how can we help people write letters to their legislators, or help citizens green their city or town, employees green their employers, and students green their universities, as well as providing some other tools, including helping people find environmental groups, learning more about energy systems, as well as just having additional resources for researchers and kind of press and media folks. So we're working on building a coalition. We see ourselves bringing benefits to lots of different groups. We'd love to work with government entities for all the benefits that their local citizens would see. We also obviously look to work with the renewables industry, since there'll be a lot of benefit to them, Health insurers, we hope, will be interested in all the health benefits. And then our kind of natural constituencies as well, such as other environmental nonprofits, foundations, and movement organizations we hope to work with. We're currently fiscally sponsored by the PowerShift Network. What this means is they've kind of taken us under their wing as a 501c3. And so it's kind of like 501c3 training wheels. So there's a variety of benefits to a fiscal sponsorship arrangement, including that we can offer tax deductions for donations. It gives us more access to grants. PowerShift also provides financial oversight, as well as a variety of helpful resources and organizational expertise. And then, of course, possibly the best benefit is access to the PowerShift network, which just has over 90 different youth climate groups, and we've loved connecting with as many of them as we can. And so in terms of launch, we're hoping to launch next year, hopefully in the first half of next year, but we don't have a definite date. But we do have a checklist that'll guide us about when we're ready. And so the first check is that we want to make sure that our database covers at least 66% of all US households. Second, we want to have $250,000 raised at least to make sure that we can pay our team and that they have some stability going forward. Third, we're looking to build a coalition that can reach 3 million people during the launch week. Fourth, we want to make sure we include that energy efficiency tool because that can really help low-income households save money, especially when they may not have the extra money to sign up for our green pricing program. And lastly, of course, we got to do nationwide user testing because we don't want to roll out a tool that doesn't work for everyone. So there's 4 ways to support us. You can donate through Action Network, or you can send checks to the PowerShift Network. You can contribute, contributing time, whether that's your staff or you individually. We have lots of different places that we could use more support on. You could join our campaign, help us amplify when we're ready for launch to reach your audiences as well. And lastly, help us connect us to funders, connect us to other organizations, connect us to reporters and other misfits looking to make a change in the world. So with that, I thank you for your time. You can learn more about us at thegreenNeighborChallenge.com. And if you have any questions, feel free to email us at greenneighborchallenge@gmail.com. Thank you for your time.